What are we going to do? Oh, pick a movie off the shelf?
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Pure Country. That's when, you know, they thought George Strait was just such a star. They thought, oh, we better put him in the movies. And they did one movie, and it's such a hit. We're talking about it 20 some odd years later.
Have you seen this?
Everybody's seen this, right?
I've never watched this.
Really?
Yeah, for real.
After 25 chart-topping hits, the singing star becomes a movie star.
You think they'll do this to Charlie Crockett?
I mean, they'll try. I'm going to the top of Memory Mountain. All of my childhood dreams are gonna be there. Like that shiny new guitar and beat up rusted car. Well, they were both gonna take me far away. But that beat up car ain't turned a wheel in a long time. And the songs I play on that guitar have the wrong rhyme. But when I reach the timberline on the high side of my mind, that engine will be running like a dream. And the songs I play on that guitar will say just what I mean. When I reach the top of Memory Mountain, all of your favorite times are gonna be there. Like that song made you smile when you were happy for a while. Two runaways in that old beat-up car. But the wheels of love ain't turned around in a long time. And the songs I sing for you, they got the wrong rhyme. But when I reach the timberline on the high side of my mind, the wheels of love, they'll spin and take us far. We'll be riding along together underneath the morning star. So take my hand and let's both stand on Memory Mountain. I know all my broken dreams, they're gonna be there. The good times and the bad, the foolish hearts we'd had, well, they'll fit right back together like a dream. We'll be riding to the right place at the right time. And the songs I'll write for you, they'll have the right rhyme. And we'll reach the timberlines on the high sides of our minds, and we'll know exactly how to right the wrongs. We'll be riding along together, singing old Hank Williams songs. So don't let me go alone. memory mountain. Oh, two. Double whammy.
All right, you beat me enough. I yield.
You know, I've always been a fan of yours. You know that, but I really mean it. And congrats on the success that Gems has achieved over the years. You know, and I'm like really happy to be a small part of it.
I don't even have health insurance, man. What are you talking about? Success.
Would you say we're living in the golden era of film? You know, perhaps.
Are we?
I think yeah, people say that. Yeah, like
no, I think we passed it.
You do?
We had the golden age of TV. We had like The Sopranos, we had Breaking Bad, we had, you know, all those great shows, Mad Men, we had Game of Thrones, and now I don't think we're in the golden age of film or anything. I think we're in the slop age.
Tarantino.
I mean, he's alive. I'd say his best work's behind him.
Well, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But when it comes to recorded music,
yeah,
I don't know that we're in the golden age.
Well, we're on the same page then. It's
Okay.
just like that with film. The same reasons that music isn't in this golden age. I think we're in the least barriers to entry in music, for better or worse. I think there's no gatekeepers. It's a slop tsunami, dude.
And it's a financial thing, I think,
Absolutely.
mostly. You know, like
Everything's
why
a
aren't
financial
there more reggae bands that sound like Bob Marley and the Wailers and have songs that powerful? You know, there's a lot of answers and arguments to be had over how or why that is. By today's economics, millions of dollars were invested in Bob Marley before he ever made a record.
Is that right?
And him and the Wailers literally played together and wrote songs for years and were funded to do it at like a really high level. And nowadays, it's 2025, and you know, you're lucky if you get like a $3,500 grant to go to Wisconsin for a week to study creative writing or something. I don't know.
What do you think the way the arts should be funded? Places like Ireland do that, where they fund, you know, projects, and Canada does it as well. They put out a lot of grants.
Yeah, I mean, there
take
should
advantage of.
There should definitely be more opportunity to study arts. You know, like when you think about some of the great artists, like Van Gogh, like his brother, you know, funded him and his efforts.
You need a patron.
You need a patron for sure.
Support us on Patreon right now. Gems on VHS Patreon.
Help this man get health insurance. No. Help Anthony get a full-size chair in this office.
What do you mean, dude? This is my size. You like this thing?
Yeah, it's pretty classic for sure.
So, you know,
people were smaller when this chair was made.
They were less well nourished.
It's an important topic, Anthony, to how do we better support the arts. And I think, you know, it's kind of like a lifelong practice. We're just going to have to do what we can when we can. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be by streaming on Spotify. It doesn't seem to be. That seems to be circling the drain.
Yeah. All right, it's an old Tom Paxton song that lots of folks sang. Pete Seeger sang it on black and white TV. And these good protest songs, these good classic folk songs, they never seem to grow old, for better or worse. Well, what did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? Well, I learned that Washington never told a lie. I learned that soldiers seldom die. Learned that everybody's free, and that's what the teacher said to me. That's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school. in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? Well, I learned the policemen are my friends, learned that justice never ends, learned that murderers die for the crime, even if we make a mistake sometime. And that's what I learned in school today, that's what I learned in school. What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? Well, I learned our government must be strong. It's always right and never wrong. Our leaders are the finest men, and we elect them again and again. And that's what I learned in school today, that's what I learned in school. What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? Well, I learned that war is not so bad, learned about the great ones we have had. We fought in Germany and in France, and someday I might get my chance. And that's what I learned in school today, that's what I learned in school. That's what I learned in school today, that's what I learned in school. Geez, what are you watching here, Anthony?
This is Dead or Alive. Did you ever play games?
Yeah, it's been a while, but when I was in grade school and such.
He got distracted. He saw them ninjas dancing around with the jiggle
Yeah, I
physics.
was riding on the lost train of thought there for a second.
Who's been your favorite person to go on tour with, like, taught you the most along the way?
Just a few months ago, I got to tour a little bit with Steve Earle.
Really?
And I watched him like a hawk. I know Steve a little bit, been pals with him over the years. I bug him when I feel it's appropriate, phone him up, and
that's awesome.
And visit him in New York City and such.
Legend.
And yeah, and definitely one of the greatest living folk singers, who's literally using that guitar to fight the good fight.
Yeah, what do you think you learned from him, watching him? What do you think is like, what does he do well?
Just about everything. He's on a solo acoustic tour right now, which is largely the way I perform. He's got a way of playing the guitar. I don't know how to do it. Nobody knows how to do it. It's unique to his own ability.
Yeah.
He's got a way of writing songs that are so top level and hard hitting lyrically.
Yeah.
And he's got a way of singing, a voice that is completely his own. One thing I definitely learned from him on this tour was the way that he told stories, which he very seldom does, I think, on stage, but he's solo acoustic, so he's really leaning into this storytelling. He was quite genuine, and sometimes he would go places in his storytelling that, like, emotional places, like he would pause and maybe get a little choked up and just take a breath or two before he said anything else. And watching that and how powerful it felt to me, I learned a lot just in those moments.
Really channeling what he's talking about, what he's writing about in the moment.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt he's got like an idea that, oh, I'm going to do that song and I'll go into that story about Bubba a little. I'll talk about it a little bit, but no, that's about it. And then he can riff for 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And not once did I ever feel like, what's he talking about, or geez, what time
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it? No,
you're not looking at your clock. You're really honed into what he's saying. Just the ability to carry a crowd, especially when you are unaccompanied, which is really like the most vulnerable time you can be on stage, unaccompanied, obviously. When you have a band, you can kind of hide behind them. You know, they can play a riff track while you tune.
You can hit the wrong note or let go of your guitar, and everything's still going.
You played a Pete Seeger cover, or a song that Pete Seeger also covered earlier, and he was kind of the master at that, leading the sing-along. I mean, just getting the crowd on your side is so... It's so hard, but also so like powerful when you do it. It's like you're carrying a tsunami behind you, you know, like you're really using their weight to push you into the song that you're about to play.
Somebody told me so. You try not to let it show, but your heart's been broke so many times. Now you're drawing right inside the line. Is this what your heart's made of? Are you too afraid to fall in love? You don't look like the girl I knew. When you're hiding from something true, that's a lie from an old folklore. Lightning won't strike where it struck before. Is this what your heart's made of? Are you too afraid to fall in love? Oh, so they done you wrong that way. What a shame. Why? Tell me, why must I have to pay for his mistake? How I wished you would call my name, but you call me the one to blame. It wasn't I made you feel so blue. Tell me, why must I cry for you? Here we are now, it's push come to shove. Don't be too afraid to fall in love. Is this what your heart's made of? Are you too afraid to fall in love? Thanks, guys.
I'm out of coffee, or whatever's in this cup, tea. I'm off caffeine. You know that? There's caffeine in this tea, but I'm off black coffee. I'm an addict.
I'm back on it myself.
Okay, good. Did you drink some this morning?
I did. I've got
what are you addicted to?
Bourbon here.
Yeah, sure you do. Yeah. Well, we got some whiskey rye up there if you want to drink. Yeah.
Jeez.
He's growing the legend. Yeah, I think that for a lot of people, they do the social media game as hard as they can, and they are just at that nonstop, obsessing over the numbers, obsessing over the posts. And not to say that you don't look at those stuff. I'm sure you do. You're here doing this with us, torturing yourself. But content being king all the time, maybe it's not the case, because I think that the amount of fans that you make online is obviously endless. It can be endless. You can make, billions of fans. You can go viral, blah, blah, blah. Most people, that's not their day-to-day. And the day-to-day that you do have when you're playing a show on stage, making those personal connections, feels like you gain so much more respect and like actual lifelong connections and fans and material, like actual just material transaction, not just money, but like real relationships from people in that moment, that you give them something in person and really strike them in a way that when they're just scrolling, it really doesn't hit. I think there's just so much behind that.
I do too, of course.
I can tell, because that's what you focus on, it seems like.
Yeah, I'm kind of allergic to promoting myself on social media, and I know a lot of artists are,
But yeah, a lot of artists are. I was going to say that, but they're not as successful as you are at maintaining those in-person kind of things. How do you do that? I mean, how do you get out of bed every morning?
Well, I mean, I've worked really hard on pursuing a touring career.
Yeah.
Boots on the ground, hand-to-hand combat, shaking hands, meeting people, following up with people about opportunities here and there, and promoters and things that I'm friends with, that I stay in touch with. I talked to one in the car on the way over here, who's an old rock and roll promoter, and he just booked me 3 or 4 shows opening up for Styx. Which is awesome.
That's sick.
And
but it's just a guy you knew, huh?
Yeah,
and you've kept in contact with. A lot of people, you know what they do? Is they maintain a relationship for as long as they're getting something out of it, and then they drop that person.
And there's something to be said. I just look up to older guys. It's probably because I'm the youngest out of 5 boys in my family. And all my older brothers.
This makes a lot more sense now. Now I'm starting to get it. I didn't want to come out and just say, why do you know all these old guys? But now it makes you're the youngest of 5.
Yeah.
You've been surrounded by older guys your whole life.
Yeah, and I became friends with all their friends, and I feel like I kind of had to launch into an older mindset when I was, 10 years old. I was hanging out with the 15 and 16 and 18-year-olds, because that's how old my brothers and all their friends were.
And that's just a lifelong thing. Thank you, Max, for coming by and yapping to us.
Yeah, Anthony, anytime, man. Thank you for doing what you do.
Congratulations.
And thanks to you for watching and listening. I'll see you down the road.
Congratulations on your new record and the 1 million views on that Tall Buildings video.
1 million views to Tall Buildings.
Cheers.
We did it.
This is the day.